Brian Glenn is with us. Brian is at the Trump event. Brian, first and foremost, I want the audience to hear your reflection on the time we had together in Phoenix, Arizona last week. Brian Glenn.
I'm still trying to get my hearing back from the buzz that your event just a few days ago. It was a remarkable event, Charlie. I told you it was, I think, the greatest event you guys have put on. Turning Point Action, yourself and Tyler and the whole gang there. You guys really know how to put on an event, and that was one of the best Trump events. I'd say the best event, political event, that I've ever been to. So props to everyone there. Now, behind me is a speaker. We're just moments away from President Trump taking the stage here in Detroit. We're at the National Guard General Conference, and this is just really kind of their annual. They kind of go over some regulations, some rules, a lot of things that I don't understand, but many of the thousands of people that are in here do. But I think better yet, President Trump really showing, Charlie, his respect for the men and women and our law enforcement and armed services that they have for the country.
Yeah, so this is going to be a unique opportunity here for the Trump campaign. What was President Trump doing this morning? He visited Arlington National Cemetery. Catch our audience up.
Yeah, earlier today he was at the Arlington Cemetery paying his respects for the 13 service members that had fallen with the disastrous withdrawal at the Air Force Base there in Afghanistan. But meanwhile, Joe Biden was on his way to his second, and I mean second vacation, a back-to-back vacation. So our chief certainly not spending any time with the service members' families there on this very historic day, the third anniversary of that disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan Air Force Base.
So Brian, President Trump has an ambitious schedule this week. What are the other stops? What are the states? And are these going to be some more of those messaging type stops, which I think I'm loving? The rallies are great, but those kind of crisp, focused, policy measured. Here's what I'm going to do different than Kamala Harris. Walk us through the coming week with President Trump.
Absolutely. I'm with you on top. I love the messaging events that we're seeing from President Trump and, of course, on the campaign trail as well. So we're stopping not only here in Michigan, we're down in Pennsylvania coming up. We've got some other stops along back to Michigan in just a few days. So we're spending most of his time here in the swing states of Michigan and Pennsylvania, Wisconsin as well. So all of that. But I love these messaging events. They're very specific to target not only that's the strength of being a commander. The men and women in law enforcement have just about every police union in the course, President Trump. And I think by the applause you're hearing behind me, they certainly appreciate all that Trump does for men and women that serve this country. So, yeah, campaign doesn't end. He's on the road. Meanwhile, Joe Biden on vacation and Kamala Harris, well, we're not quite sure what she's doing. She hadn't held a public press conference since 36 days, Charlie. 36 days since a public press conference.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just why are the American people putting up with this, number one? But you're doing a great job, Brian. I think that the RFK endorsement is a game changer and changes the makeup of this race. And now we're going to have to get shirts together, Brian. MAGA and MAHA, Make America Great Again and Make America Healthy Again. Brian, great work. Thanks so much.